Welcome to Triple D's Junkyard, where we turn everyday junk into something fun. On this channel, you'll see me build, test, work on anything from go-karts to hot rods. I have three-wheelers, four-wheelers, old antique tractors, just typical stuff that I use at work every day. You guys can come with me on the adventure, finding out what works, what doesn't. You know, I have a small racetrack behind my shop. I'll be testing out different things, whatever you guys want me to test out, whether you guys want me to change something, try something new. I have a lot of different stuff to work with. Hoping this channel gives me the opportunity to finish stuff and work on stuff that I typically wouldn't find the time to. So hopefully you guys come with me on the journey and see what I can make. You know, I'll give you guys a little bit of a shop tour. This is the shop where we run our business out of, work on our personal stuff, our work stuff, where I do all my welding, my backyard fabrication stuff. We do a lot of different things here. You know, I'll give you guys a little bit of a look now. So here's the lowdown on my yard cart. I call it Bruiser because she looks about as pretty as a Bruise to begin with. But the engine's a GX390. It's got a stage 1 NR racing kit in it with a cam and valve springs, advanced the timing, jetted the carb. I still got the governor hooked up and everything. I just changed out the top sprocket. So in the video that I'll probably add in now, I just had it out at the track. She was bogging down really bad in the corners, and I think I got it set up a little too top speed. I also think I need a stiffer spring on the clutch, but I don't have a spring, but I do have a gear. So we're going to try dropping the gear down, see if we can get better pull out of the corners. I also didn't have the tack on at the time. I wired up this tack, and on these Hondas, you can't run a tack to the ground. You actually, so what I did is just added in a pickup for an outboard motor. Amazon, it was like $10. The tack was like another 20, and then I just had these, you know, M12 adapter plugs, and yeah, you know, and she's pretty accurate too. So I'm going to see what kind of RPMs. This motor's good for like right around 6,000. So I don't want to turn it up too high and blow it up right out the gate. But let's see if we can't squeeze a little bit more time out of her. You know, the cart itself handles everything really well. It's a heavy cart though. She's not the lightest thing. I got some tidying up to do with the fuel tank. You know, she's a little ugly right now. I got a new one coming, but this is going to be my test cart. I have a Duramax 440 that I want to put this AMR 300 blower on and see what the difference is. This motor, I think stock has 12 I'm probably lucky if I got 15, 16 horsepower out of it now with the timing and the cam and everything else. So I'm going to see how this stacks up just the way it sits with the proper gearing to the Duramax that I have out back. Brand new 440, 18 horsepower, bone stock. All I'm going to do is bolt it up, see what it runs, just NA like it is now. And then I'm going to build the supercharger kit for it, set it up, and see if it makes that big of a difference. I have no idea. You know, my track's only so big, it can only handle so much horsepower. So I don't know if I'm kind of just spinning my tires here and wasting time, or, you know, we'll see if we really hit something good. A couple different motors to choose from. I got the 440. I got a 420 I had picked up on a project there. That's like a GX 270, I think. That's just your typical 212. I also got a Ghost motor sitting around on the other side. But I have none of these are built. These are all bone stock motors. That's my extra motor for one of my work carts, my Gators. I also got these carts too, though. I haven't really done anything with them yet. I like the different setups, though. Like my small tire, I'm not sure if it's better or worse. You know, I got this one, a buddy of mine picked up. Haven't done anything with it yet. You know, but I'm curious to see, once I do everything with my yard cart that's over behind the wall sitting on table, I'm curious to see. I think this one has a lot of potential because how light it is. With the big tires, the lightweight, if I put those horsepower motors on here, I think this will be a really good contender. This is my other one too. I picked this one up and built it for me and my son, so he can go out there and have fun with me. You know, just another GX 390 that I had laying around the shop. This one's actually electric start. Wasn't anything crazy. It was a really fun cart. I got to actually pull it out. I want to put a different tire setup on it. These tires are a little too small for it. I wanted to get it lower without messing up the suspension, but I'm ready to go back through, put bigger tires on it, and actually drop the suspension down. But let me know in the comments. Do you want me to build my bruiser cart? Do you want me to build this one, the big tire? Or, I don't know. Everybody calls that the rainbow cart. They're not really wrong. Not a fan of the name, but it is what it is, what everybody calls it. You know, what motors do you want me to run? Do you want to try the big blocks? Do you want me to build a small block? Everybody does the 212s. Me personally, I'm a big block guy. I'm a big guy to begin with, and I like the sound of them, and I like the horsepower they make. You know, everybody's got their own opinions on what works, what doesn't. You know, this is over here, sitting underneath the table, along with all my other clutch kits and spare parts I got there, fuel pumps, carburetors, all sorts of stuff just laying around. The other thing is both my two clutch kits I got have the red spring. I recommend just doing that right out the gate. It saves you from them revving up on start and just taking off. Because if not, it'll just, if you got the choke on too tight or too much and you crank it up and that thing revs up, it'll be gone. You know, but I don't think I'll have this thing out in this video. I think I might have it out in the next video and comparing times and see if we can't pick up a couple seconds. guys are lucky. I ended up making it out to the track and testing out the new gearing tonight. The kart did great, pulled way better out of the corners. I also tried a new mount setup on the helmet instead of mounting it to the kart. It seems to have a lot less vibration, but you guys tell me which view you prefer. It did great, but still I lost a good amount of mile per hour on the straightaway. It seems to pull way better out of the corners, but I don't know why it's slowing down so much on the top end. Obviously, I know the gearing is going to change the top speed, but I'm only revving out to 4,800 RPMs, and it's kind of stalling. And this thing's good for 6,000+. So I'm not quite sure what I can do to get a little bit more oomph out of this kart. I need some more speed if I'm going to keep up with the other ones that we have in the fleet. 5 other karts too that guys that work for me have built. My brother-in-law has one, and they're all pretty quick around the track. The only time that I have right now on the draggy is the fastest is 26 seconds, and my top speed on this kart was 38. I'm hoping with the new gear, I don't really care to get much faster of a top speed, but I'm hoping to hit that 38 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour a lot faster. I think that'll really shave off a lot of time, because in my clips that I'm going to add to the video, you can hear it in the corners. When it comes out of the corners, it's just brrr, and then it picks up and goes. And if I can shave off those couple seconds there, it'll really make a big difference. And you'll see some wheel-to-wheel racing too. Like, we'll go out there, we all have different karts. My one buddy's got actual racing karts that he cut up and built small blocks to. And, you know, my brother-in-law has a bigger traditional yard kart. But for some reason, it works on the track. You know, but let me know what you guys want to see. Do you guys want to see me build more go-karts? Do you want to see some of the hot rods that I got? You know, I'm open to suggestions. That's why I made the channel. So feel free to drop a comment, a like, subscribe, all that kind of good jazz. And I'll catch you on the next lap.